Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Tweak here, back again with another little video. Now, lads, we all know that, there's some excitement going on right now. We think that maybe the pre-wipe rather, is happening on Saturday. A lot of people have come to this conclusion. The truth is, we don't know what it's going to be, but because people are speculating that it's going to be the pre-wipe, myself included, just optimistically thinking that we're going to get a big patch soon and we're going to get Lighthouse soon. It's brought up a lot of mixed emotions, let's say, from the community about how we feel about VoIP and how we feel about Inertia. So I would like to take this opportunity to go over some points about VoIP and about Inertia and about just how game-changing these two mechanics are going to be gameplay-wise for EFT, and why a lot of people should be very happy about these features going forward. So one big thing that I have seen, it's like been a big sentiment on Twitter from people who PvP a lot, and I've seen people saying that, well, there just isn't that much money in PvPing anymore because all of the high-end chads are all running around with, the super expensive bullets that are 2,000, 3,000 rubles a bullet, and by the time they're finished killing Timmy, and they pick up Timmy's SKS without even an OKP on it, filled with PS rounds, and their pack armor, well, you've just lost, 200k for killing a Timmy. And, well, there's nothing you can do about that. His tag's not worth anything, his gear's not worth anything, but you've eliminated the threat, okay? Now, even in most cases, when you kill even a mid-tier player, even like an upper mid-tier player that has something like, fully modded AK or like, 103 or something like that, yeah, maybe you'll recoup some of your losses if you're running a mutant because you can salvage all the BP ammo off them and then even sell their gun for maybe 70k or something like that. But like the truth is, most guns in Tarkov don't sell for that much money. Armor, no point in selling armor. You might as well use it. If it's anything like class 4 or higher, why wouldn't you just run it? So all the money in EFT right now, at least for the most part, is being made via looting, obviously. And a lot of people are making a lot of money doing their dailies and their weeklies as well. And then a lot of people do make money from crafting in their hideout. So that leaves this kind of... Thanks, Windows, for that obnoxious noise. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But that leads us in this kind of weird spot where, like, PvP at the moment doesn't really seem to be all that much, there doesn't seem to be that much ruble profit to it. So therefore, maybe if there was a way we could avoid PvP, or some people who don't really want to PvP could kind of avoid it and maybe team up with people, that would just give like a completely different like dynamic to the entire experience of Tarkov. Like, could you imagine, like, when VoIP comes in, and let's say you're in dorms, and you're down at Marked Room, and some other guy's coming down the hallway, and you go, hey, man. And he's like, hey, hello? And then you're like, I just got, like, 2 guns and a key bar from Marked Room, so the key bar is in my secure container, but, like, we don't have to kill each other. I could give you one of these guns, and then maybe we could, like, are you doing a quest or something? And then... it could lead to interactions like that where people just end up like naturally teaming up in raid and like making friends in raid. This happens in Rust, and this happens in like a lot of other games that have VoIP. It happens in DayZ, and I think that the same can be true. I think a lot like really cool interactions and a lot of really fun moments can happen because of VoIP. Now, you might be wondering like, oh, but what's this got to do with me? I have absolutely no intention of using VoIP, and I'm just going to disable it from day one. To those people that immediately you just have this, maybe you had a few bad experiences in other games, maybe you're a Rainbow Six Siege player, maybe that's why, but I implore you guys, please give VoIP a try, and let's make VoIP something that makes Tarkov even more special than it currently is. Because if we can all decide to come together like as a community before VoIP comes out, and as many of us as possible just try to not be shit, and we don't want to have this like fucking reputation of, oh yeah, VoIP and Tarkov, it's just filled with people screaming the N-word down their mic or calling you the F-word and whatever else. There will be obviously times where some people are going to like blare hard bass down the microphone on Factory or something, and yeah, it's going to be funny, and there's going to be people that are going to stream snipe with funny stuff. And it's going to be memes. There's going to be a lot of memes with this. It's going to be an incredibly funny dynamic to have these interactions with other players. And I think it's going to be great. And there's going to be a lot of good, and there is going to be some bad. But man, I really do think that with EFT, I think the good can definitely outweigh the bad. So if you're one of these people that already wants to just disable VoIP and just not have anything to do with it, please, when it first comes out, just give it a try. And just try to be like, especially if you're watching this video and you're currently like level 60, level 65, level 70, and you're a Tarkov Chad, you've got hundreds of millions of rubles, and you're just a fucking gamer, man. You're just a gamer. You're there, you're mopping up Timmys in every raid. This is like a call to action for you guys. When VoIP comes out, I would love to see examples of this happening, like posted in like my community highlights section in my Discord, where like Chad players are making an effort to like help out Timmys and raids, because I just think it would be so much fun, man. It'd be so rewarding too, to just, for the people that just don't need the money, they don't need Timmy's gear, to just maybe give a Timmy a hand, you know what I mean, and just like help these people through the raids. Not only is it going to create like a really positive environment where, you know, a lot of people are going to be maybe making posts on Reddit about, hey dude, this guy helped me through my raid, dude, thank you so much, I got this done, I got this item, he gave me this, and you know, now I'm kicking ass. I'm so much more confident, and like I'm having a much better experience with EFT, because a lot of people have a bad experience with this game when they first start playing. But I think that this is a golden opportunity for us to really just, honestly, just ignite like the community a little bit, you know what I mean? And just bring back some of that old passion that we all had for EFT back in the day, that's kind of fizzled out a little bit, and it's just kind of turned into resentfulness, and it's turned into disappointment and all this shit over the last year. The last year has been such a toxic year for EFT, man. I've seen it in my own chat. I've seen it on the forums. I've seen it on Twitter. People are fucking pissed, man. People are pissed. And I get it. You know, we haven't had like a really big content upgrade in a while. And look, I understand that. And I know people voicing their frustrations. You know, it's fine. Like it's gonna happen. We're fucking gamers, all right? You know, it's what we do. You know, we want more. We're fucking greedy. And we want everything now. And, you know, fucking... Nikita keeps sleeping at the office and, you know, working overtime. You know, we don't care. We just want more content. But, man, this is a major opportunity to really change EFT, I think. And I think the more people we get on board to do this, it's going to be fucking awesome. And, yeah, this has been the update that I had said to myself, I'm not going to like this. I'm going to immediately disable it. I'm not going to do it. I said that before I started playing Rust. Everybody told me when I started playing Rust, disable VoIP, you're never going to have any good interactions. I swear to God, I had so many good interactions on Rust, it blew my mind. And by the way, we're playing on a pretty fucking toxic server too. Like a server that's known to be pretty damn toxic, that's run by clans. And I had nothing but like great experiences with VoIP. There was like a couple of times where people wouldn't say anything, or sometimes people would just kill me. But dude, the amount of like fun and positive interactions I had with people was amazing. So if that's possible on Rust, the most fucking degenerate filled game in existence, you cannot play a more toxic game, dude. A game where you are literally raiding people out of spite for the most part, just because you know you're going to make their day worse when they log in and find their base is gone. That is the level of toxicity I'm talking about here. All right. So if it can happen on Rust, lads, it can happen in Tarkov. Now, another little point. Inertia. And you might be wondering, like, why are you talking about Inertia with VoIP in, you know, the same video? Well, the new iteration of Inertia, I don't know how it's going to work. However, I can hope that it's going to stop a lot of the AD strafing. It's going to stop a lot of the sprint strafing. It's going to stop a lot of the just... the weird movement that we probably shouldn't be able to do in EFT, that we're kind of like somewhat, you know, abusing the quote unquote abusing the netcode and, you know, sprint peeking corners and using peeker's advantage to kill people. I'm kind of hoping that like that's not going to be a thing anymore, because what that's going to do is it's going to slow down the combat, which is going to open the door for opportunities to use VoIP. And I think that like that Inertia update couldn't be timed better to come out with the VoIP update, because it's going to slow down the pace of the game. People are going to be more patient with how they play, and it can lead to these deadlocked moments between players where people might be like, shit, well, maybe PvP isn't the way to get out of this, because if I walk out to that hallway and he's holding it, I'm probably dead. Or, you know, if we both walk out at the same time, we're flipping a coin here. And also, it might lead to scenarios where, like, you get into a fight with a squad. You know, your squad versus another squad. And it might just be like, hey, man, I'm the last person alive on my squad. You're the last one alive on your squad. GG. Maybe we, like, you know, live to fight another day here, and we take our loot and we just kind of go. And we go our own separate ways or whatever. Where, you know, there's like, because it happens all the time, like there's just so much loot like left on the floor that like it's just not enough for one person. So you could maybe work out a deal where you can be like, hey man, all right, so you take this stuff and, you know, I'm gonna take that stuff, and then we'll go, and then at least we get something. You know, our teammates died, you know, fuck those guys, whatever, you know, they're dead, they don't get to decide. And then we ditch the rest of the stuff, then we go our own separate ways, you know, like, and I can see stuff like that happening. Sure, there's gonna be betrayals and stuff, but I do think that with the combination of Inertia, slowing down the gameplay, slowing down fights, finally, the fights in Tarkov aren't going to be just, you know, over in, you know, a second. I was talking about this yesterday. The fights in EFT are so quickly decided. And with the prevalence of like 762 BP and everybody's using it, every fight that I've been in recently has just been either like mowing down a Timmy who doesn't have good enough bullets to kill me through my armor, or it's been Mega Chad with some kind of 762 gun where he just taps me in the head and I'm dead. And it's just, it's just one tap bullets versus one tap bullets. And I think this is going to add a layer of depth and a layer of complexity. And I think it's going to add a lot more fun to EFT. And I think it's just going to, hopefully, and I'm really hoping that this is going to like evolve the way that we play this game. But yeah, that was just kind of my ranty bit about Inertia and VoIP. I know the Inertia bit wasn't too big, but don't get me wrong, just because I didn't talk about it a lot, I do think Inertia is going to be a very, very, very overwhelming change for a lot of people. A lot of people are going to really have to relearn how to play Tarkov when Inertia comes in. So lads, that is just some food for thought. I've been meaning to actually make this video for a little while now, because I've had this opinion now for a while, and it was only yesterday somebody in my chat was saying how much they're just not going to, they're going to hate VoIP, they're going to turn it off, they're not going to try it. And then that just, it kind of like reminded me somewhat. So I said I'd make this video while it was still fresh on the brain. So lads, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. I'm excited to hear you guys' opinions on it. Hopefully I've changed some of your opinions on it. And yeah, lads, if you enjoyed the video, subscribe, all that juice. Links in the description down below to Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Discord, fucking Twitch, YouTube, members, all that shit. It's all down below. So lads, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next video. Peace out, my dudes.